Welcome to season 4 of the Dirty Bag Podcast. I'm your host, Cookie, and thank you guys for sticking with me this long. I know we got some newbies here. Hi, I'm your new favorite host. You could be anywhere dealing with anybody, listening to whatever, but you are here with your girl. Let's talk about growth. Now, y'all know I am the queen of taking breaks. I don't care. I had a nice, what are we talking about, 3 months? And I am returning to you for a fourth season, a three-time award winner. Yes, y'all, we won Best of Black Dallas for a second year in a row, but we got something new. We won the Dallas Entertainment Award for Best Podcast Host. Should have been a sweep, and I should have got Best Podcast as well. But it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It all happens because of y'all. I owe everything to you. Your support keeps me going. I'm here for these wins, but you know what's more important than the wins? To know that my changes are allowing you guys to change with me. I need you to know something I did on this break that I've never done before. Now, one thing y'all know about me on this platform is I love a cocktail, don't I? Season 2, Do Say Slushies from Kitchen and Cocktail was basically my co-host. We know how I get down. I love to have a good time. I did 45 days dry. Started out as a dry January. Y'all, New Year's Eve, I did a nice little bottle of port, wine, whatever you call it. I drank the whole thing by myself, mixed it with some wine, and I woke up on January 1st and said, girl, no, seriously, girl, stop. But more so, more than that, I felt like with everything that went on last year, it was just so many changes. I felt like I was being overwhelmed with trying to figure out what the next direction was, who I should be around, who I should let in the fold. Just really just trying to figure out what I want this platform to be in my next phase of life, who I want to give access to, what type of stories I want to tell. It was so much going on. I knew that I was going to need to clear my head. Now, I'm a reformed church girl, right? I ain't been in nobody's church in a long time. Not to say that I hate church. I don't. Let's not go there. However, it got to a point for me where I was in places where I wasn't feeling fed. So, to me, I don't need to be in a building to have a relationship with God. I understand the importance of fellowship, but also it's my journey to unpack. It's mine to figure out. I remember that whenever I needed clarity on anything, I would fast. Like, whether you in church or not, fasting does work, y'all. Sometimes you got to shut out all the noise. That means shut out all the brunches, all the kickbacks, all the 2 hour conversations where you know it's fruitless. It's a bunch of tea that ain't your business, that's not going to lead to anything positive, just you extending emotional labor to possible reputation harm to somebody else, to feed somebody else's ego. I shut everything out. But here's what happens when you go dry. Now, here's what people don't tell you. When you are in a place of intentional solitude, okay? So you're not at any of the events and you can't go home and have your little sidekick in a glass to help you sort through things, to distort your thoughts about anything. When you are dry and focused and you don't have your vices, you're going to get real about a lot of things. So you're going to have to look at yourself and the decisions you make, what you entertain, what you don't entertain, what your goals are, why, what your real intentions are. But also, people are going to tell on themselves. You want to see how people really feel about you? Pull your energy back, pull your access back. And it's not even for a negative reason. It's not that I don't want to be around you, I don't care about you. It's simply I'm taking care of myself right now. People are going to show you how they feel. And what I've learned the hard way is that when people don't have access to you that they feel entitled to, they will create an entire scenario. They will create drama, tension in their minds to justify not only not having access, but the ultimate shit talking they're doing behind your back. Because again, people people just sometimes we have very unhealthy attachment issues with people and we're not honest about it. And I was that way once. I can't judge anybody. There were people that I just admired or I just wanted to be like, whatever it was. Once I felt like we were locked in, I just wanted my time with them. I just wanted them to see me. I just wanted them to see me. The problem with you being somebody that needs validation and wants people to see you is that you take everything personal. Everything. We make things about us. We internalize things. We see everything as rejection as opposed to, yo, this person is getting their mind right now. They getting their life together right now. They need to decompress. Their cup is probably empty and they need to refill it. They don't have time for you in this season. And if they've done enough for you, and that's another thing. Another thing, you can be supportive to people. You can give them every gem you have. You can go out of your way to use whatever resources you have to highlight them, to encourage them. Sometimes that's not going to be enough because that ain't what they want. That you have opened a portal and people feel like they want a little piece of ownership from you. The wildest thing somebody told me, this is about a year ago. I got a phone call from a friend along with their other friend, and they admitted that they really befriended me because they found me attractive. Now, y'all know we done had conversations about being a creative in Dallas and how hard it can be in trying to figure out what networks, who you should be around, and how people tend to do things based upon aesthetics. I never saw myself as an aesthetic friend. I don't think I'm really that cute. Okay? I think that with the right beat, baby, I'm more than a face, I'm a personality, so it don't matter. I'm lit all the way, but I never saw myself as somebody people would consider an aesthetic friend. I think it's weird, and I'll be honest, it low key kind of made me a little uncomfortable because I asked flat out. So if I was ugly, they said we want to talk to you. So, and I can appreciate the honesty, but it just lets you know, like, you have to be very careful what type of attachments you create, what type of people you get into fellowship with. You want to figure out people's motives and quickly before you invest too much and end up disappointed anyways because for whatever reason. And also, let me remind y'all, I've talked about what happens in my winning seasons before. I told y'all how uncomfortable things got for me when I won my first award. Let's be clear, it did not change in 2024. We had a total of 4 nominations, okay? And again, you see who's riding for you and who's low-key competing with you and who's just tired of seeing you elevate. Tired. I had to face the reality of the fact that, and I've said this before, that not only can everybody not go with you, but it will be painfully obvious that you are never going to have support from them as long as you keep elevating. I don't elevate for accolades. If I could get rid of the little few awards I'd won for people to just act normal, like just be cool. Like, is you okay? Is you cool? Just for people to just act like they got some good sense and that we can be all around each other and just be copacetic and be normal, I would give these awards away because it's a very uncomfortable feeling. It really is. And let's talk about community. So I've recently gotten more into Threads. If you guys aren't familiar with Threads, it's basically Instagram's answer to X, Twitter. And the one thing I noticed, a huge theme on Threads, is that people are always complaining about community. What does it mean? How do you find friends? It's just so hard to find friends. I'm trying to find my tribe. A lot of y'all don't want to be a tribe. Let's just tell the truth. A lot of you don't understand what it means to be a tribe. Being a tribe means being accountable. It's not somebody to just make you feel warm and fuzzy. That's not what building your village and building a tribe is. That's groupies. You want fans. If we talking about community, that means getting comfortable with having conversations about when you're not able to show up for people. It's being comfortable with being called out when you on some BS, when you're being messy. Some of us are so messy, we don't realize that we carry around a constant dark cloud that after a while, folks just don't want to be associated with. You ever had somebody that call you and every time they call you, it's some mess? It's never anything positive. It's always somebody's tea. There's always a problem. It's always something. Nobody wants to be associated with that. So y'all don't understand that creating your tribe also means being a healthy individual, having your mind right, understanding that you're not here to just make withdrawals. You need to make deposits to the people you have access to. Don't just come to get advice, to get gems, to ask them what they think. Come to add value as well. That's also part of creating a tribe and creating a village. Being of some benefit, good God, you can't just be the leech. You can't just be the one in the back seat. You can't just be the friend that's always looking for somebody to cover you at the birthday dinners. You have to add something. So I want us to be intentional about community in this season and ask yourself, am I an asset or a liability? And that could be emotional, that could be anything. Be the community you wish to attract. So we're going to be unpacking a lot of that this season. We're definitely going to be talking about relationships because what we're going to have going on in the next 4 years, baby, we're going to need each other. We're going to need each other. So you got to get your mind right and make sure you're showing up as your best self so you can contribute to the collective. So I want to keep it short, keep it sweet, say hi to y'all, introduce this fourth season. We're going to have a ball. It's definitely going to be about growth. And I'm going to challenge you this season to be better as I challenge myself to be better. And if y'all want to do a dry month with me, let's get it. So, whatever we got going on, wear your mask, wash your hands, socially distance. And when you get a free moment, please remember to clean out your dirty bag. Till next time.
Darling, there's only one God. Well, darling, there's only one God.